What's up? This is your girl, Miss Jovial. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day like I am. I was scrolling through YouTube and all the other social media channels, and I was looking at other influencers, how well they um, interact with their audience, and how knowledgeable people are when it comes to digital marketing, creating digital products. And one thing I have to say is I lack in it. I'm not the very best at it, but I got an idea of what people are looking for, and maybe you could help me out. People are looking to make life easier for themselves. We all have a story to tell. I say that in just about all of my videos, that we all don't share the same lives. We do have, some of us may have, similar problems, but we all have our own battles that we're facing either publicly or silently. And I notice how, people are willing to help each other. And that's what I'm willing to do. Um, when I left, well, before I left corporate, I looked around the firm, for other positions. And as I was going through, the different roles that were available at the time, that there was a lot of people that were miserable. Um, a lot of people complained about the current situation that they were in, yet they had to, maintain to get a paycheck to pay your bills. But I tell you something that I discovered. People do want to leave corporate, but they just don't know how. They have no idea what they can do to match the salaries that they have currently. And I can understand that. I really can understand that. But as I look around, if you go to different, pages, because we all scroll through social media all day, every day. But if you scroll through a lot of the people that have created digital products, they're very helpful, to whatever problem that you may have. And I was thinking of a way that I could help those that are in corporate that feel stuck in their job situation, their 9 to 5, and help them to create a profitable side hustle so that they can transition out. Now, let me just tell you this. I have not made $1 million yet. And notice I said yet because I'm in the manifestation mode, because that's one thing I do believe, that you keep, working at something that you love, things will start to manifest for that. Notice I said something that you love to do, because you can make money and be the most miserable person in the world, but if it's what you love to do, the work becomes so much easier and fun. You'll have something to look forward to when you wake up in the morning. But going back to me, I want to be able to help people, create a profitable side hustle. I told you my favorite is online teaching, and I love to come on YouTube. But I do spend a lot of time, creating videos on other platforms, because my niche over there is old school music. But my favorite, platform is YouTube. But I guess what I'm saying is that there are a lot of ways you can make money online. If you don't want to make money online, there's other ways you can. Like, what I think it's a good side hustle, walking dogs. Now, a lot of people don't like to do that. They don't like dogs, afraid that they might bite them. But if you are an animal lover, if you are a dog lover, you will love walking dogs, because you can make some money doing that. Um, this it looks dark. I don't know if it looks dark or not, but um, you will really love walking dogs, because there is money in that. A lot of people work outside the home, and they need dogs. They need dog sitters to come in and check on their fur babies. And I think that's a great opportunity. And it also gives you a chance to lose some weight, because you get your walks in, you get your steps in. But know that your audience is online, so you have to at some point come online to create your own target audience. But yeah, that's what I want to do, because so many people have come to me and say, what can I do if I leave this job right now? What can I do? What can I do? It's not so much what you can do, it's where your heart is. What brings you joy, and think about that. Because it makes no sense for you to leave one job and go into another job similar to it, and you're still miserable. I think that the key, and correct me if I'm wrong, just comment below. I think that once you find something that brings you joy, you can make a profit on that. You know, like for example, I love people. I care about the well-being of people. When other people are happy, I am happy. So what I do is I look for people that have problems speaking English, because English is the most sought out language in the world. And I seek them out and I find them and I teach them. And when they start to speak the language, they are so satisfied. They are so excited. And for people that speak native English, you really don't know how blessed you are to be able to do that. Seriously. I think I said that in another video, but it is a delight to speak in English because it's the number one language in business. And if you could help somebody else, that feels so fantastic to me. I swear it does. But I just want to be able to reach out to those people and help them to. And when I say reach out to those people, I'm still talking about the people that's tired of the 9 to 5. People want to earn extra income. I don't even know if I mentioned that. But there are people out there just want to earn an extra income. Even some may be retired, and some people just want to do something with their extra time. But if I can locate those people, I have a plethora of things that you could do to make a profit. And because I'm doing okay, I'm not making $1 million, but I'm doing just fine because I have a mortgage to pay for. I'm doing okay. I really am. And before I made the move to leave corporate, I did save some money from my side hustle. That's what I did. I saved money on for my side hustle, and now I do my side hustle full time. And I want to be able to help others with that because there's so many people out there are so miserable and sad about their current situations. They know they have to take care of their families, and they have bills to pay. The credit cards are piled up, kids are going to college, the utility bills are through the roof, and people really need the help. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. And that's why, when the day that I walked away from corporate, I was so happy. It was like a huge relief. And by the way, a current update, I did a video a while back on my blood pressure, why it's through the roof. Well, since I've left, my blood pressure is now at a 120/76, and I can't be happy. I mean, there's no way I can't be happy because I am so thrilled that I don't have to increase my milligrams on my medications, or that my doctor doesn't have to prescribe me another medication on what I'm already taking. So it's right now I'm at 20 milligrams, and I just didn't want to go over, 25 and then 30 and 35. I just didn't want to do all of that. But I'm so happy that I'm at a calmer state right now because I'm doing what brings me joy. I there's so many people out here that are just passing away, and you start to think like one question remains so positive: are you existing or are you living? And for so many years, I existed. I didn't put myself first. I was working on everybody else's dreams, and I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. And I just woke up one morning and was like, enough is enough. And if you feel like that, like enough is enough, then it really is. And you have to do something about it. I don't want you to just, quit your job on a Monday morning, when you don't have a backup. What I do want you to do is one or two things. If you're saving your money right now, then create your exit, plan your exit, should I say. If you don't have any money saved, then get you a side hustle so you can make the money to transition from your 9 to 5 into your own thing. Because this is the time for people that are looking to uh, open their own business, or those that are aspiring entrepreneurs to do it now. Um, let's don't worry about who runs the country. You worried about yourself. Okay, you only have one life to live. You got to get it right. If you haven't gotten it right yet, that's okay. Join the club. There's a club for that. Because sometimes I feel like man, I haven't gotten it right yet. Well, that's because my focus was not on myself. But this time it is. And I feel very, very confident knowing that everything is going to be just fine. Actually, it's going to be more than fine. I think that the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is to find a mentor, a person that you can bounce ideas off of and plan, organize, strategize. I was going to tell you that when I walked away from corporate, the plane is going over my house. You hear it? Yeah. But when I walked away from corporate, I decided to create a website. Now, I knew how to do it a little bit, but I wasn't sure. So I reached out to a team in on Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, not knowing that the person who was going to help me just became a good friend. He became a really good friend, and um, I was able to refer two other people to him, and they're so satisfied with him. Um, and anything that I have a question with, I'll bounce it off of him, and he'll give me his feedback. And he's actually connected me to a woman on TikTok that's that hopefully will become my mentor. I'm in the midst of generating an income. Now, let me just tell you this. Before I quit corporate, I was making an income on TikTok as an affiliate marketer. And I'm sorry for the background noise because I'm outside. Um, I was an affiliate I am an affiliate marketer. That's when brands send you products and you make videos from it and you get a commission. People click on your video and they purchase that product that you're promoting, and then you earn a commission. I still do that, and I do really well on that. But I kind of slowed down a little bit because I wanted to work on my website, and working on the website takes so much time because you have to make sure that the content is findable, it's searchable, which is called search engine optimization. You need someone to help you with the keywords that people use to look for a particular thing. So when you're thinking about a side hustle, and remember what I told you, that side hustle should be something that brings you joy, because when something brings you joy, you're more than likely to put that extra elbow grease in there. You don't mind getting up at the crack of dawn to work on that project because this is something that you're so passionate about, that you love to do, and you want other people to experience it as well. The thing about it too is that make sure that that one thing that brings you joy, it could be more than one thing, but if just work on one at a time, especially if you're a beginner, that it's something that solves a problem that people have. Like for me, I want to help people create profitable side hustles. I have the tools for that to help them earn an extra income while they work the 9 to 5. And then it is up to that person to decide whether or not he or she wants to transition from corporate to entrepreneur. And for women, I really have to advocate for women because I'm a woman. And I do have a book on Amazon, From Corporate to SheXO. And it's crazy because I wrote that book not knowing that I was going to live my life. That was the story of my life. And that really got me. Uh, I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, but um, whatever brings you joy, just make sure that it solves the problem, okay? Yeah. Because, see, for me, I talk about, um, just helping people change their mindset, that employer mindset into the, entrepreneur mindset, because there's a difference between the two. Because with the employer mindset, you're constantly depending on a company or someone else to pay you, versus an entrepreneur mindset, you create the income. Okay. You create a product or a service that people are willing to purchase. That's your income. So you really have to have your mindset together, because people are so used to getting paid the 15th and the 30th or every other week or once a month, depending on where you live. But with entrepreneurship, um, it all depends on what you put into it. It all depends on what you put into it. And I've seen on social media that people are making a killing on digital products. And I have to tell you that if you know ChatGPT and Canva, you can make so much money, guys. So much. But you got to be willing to learn it. That's the thing, because as many people that are using Chat GPT and other AI tools, artificial intelligence tools, and Canva, there's still millions of others that have no idea what that is. And that's why the market is so successful right now. These digital products are very useful to people that don't know how to create these products for themselves. So why that's a plus for the entrepreneur. Um, at the same time, I think that we all should learn how to create these digital products, because the truth is, it's here to stay. Whether you like digital technology or not, I don't see it disappearing anytime soon, because it's getting bigger. I don't know if you all paid attention to it. People are looking for planners. People are looking for journals. People are looking for affirmation cards. That's what I create. People are looking for ebooks. Not so many books, but ebooks. What to me, they're shorter versions. Shorter versions. VERSIONS, not VIRGINS. But shorter versions, because people attention spans are so short. And that's the thing, when you think about creating a side hustle, creating a profitable side hustle, you got to have the reason, um, what it is and why it's so important. Okay, once you understand the what and the why, then you can sell the how, if that makes sense. It has to be something that people can relate to. We want to create those products and services that people could say, "Dang, I never tried that. Let me see if that works." And you got to make it work for them. That's the thing. But that's my mission. So I'm going to be coming to you all talking about my different digital products that helped me through this transition from corporate, from leaving the 9 to 5 and into entrepreneurship, because it is refreshing. And more important, I get rest at night. I'm so tired early in the morning. I used to get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for meetings. And now I wake up at 4 o'clock, and, I try to do my meditation in the morning, and then I start working about 5 or 6 o'clock. And I feel so at ease, y'all. And you know what really brings me joy, and I'm gonna try not to cry, is the fact that my blood pressure has gone down tremendously. The last meeting that I had in corporate stressed me out so bad, it went to 189 over 114. I had never seen a blood pressure like that in my life, and my doctor just pulled me to the side and was like, "What in the world is going on?" And it scared me too, because I felt myself having a headache every day. I felt tired, like I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was always thirsty, and my eyes were itchy, and I was just going through a whole lot of problems, physical problems, and my mental health was no good. I mean, I started feeling sorry for myself, and because of the toxic workplace, um, I started feeling like I wasn't smart enough and good enough to be in that position that I was in. And when I left there, it's like I left all of that negative stuff there. I left all those negative feelings that I felt for myself. I left it there because I know I am more than what I was given credit for. I am more than what people have told me at performance reviews. Oh, you could do better. You could do better. Well, you know what? You can do better too by the way you treat people, because at some point it's going to bite you in the bullet. You can't go around disrespecting people and belittling people just because you're in a higher position than everyone else is, because there's going to come a time you too will fall. Don't forget the story about David and Goliath. Who won that fight? You get what I'm saying? So always stay humble, no matter what position you're in, whether you're the CEO, the COO, the CFO, the director, whatever it is. Stay humble, because life will life you, if you can understand that. Life doesn't care what your title is. Life doesn't care what kind of degree you have. Life doesn't care how much money you make. Life doesn't care where you live. Life will life you. And you may not be ready what life has to offer you. You understand? Remain humble. That's how you get ahead in life, when you remain humble. A lot of people don't get that, but they will, because life will life them very soon. I don't wish any bad on anybody, but I've been through it. And I know other people that's been through it on all levels, all walks of life. It'll get you. But you can come out of it depending on how you react to it. Some people just crumble because they've never been down before. Honey, I've been down so many times. I've been down. There's different levels of being down. You know what I mean? I was to a point, I didn't have anything. I think the lowest point I have was, when I didn't have a job. I have 2 master's degrees and I didn't have a job. And I had $2 in my pocket in New York. $2. And $2 ain't going to pay you nothing. You can't get nothing for $2. But I remained humble, and I had angels all around me to help me. I don't like to belittle people. Never have. Because life will life you. Life be lifing. Well, I think I'm done for today. I'm going to start working on my business, and I hope that you will support me. You can go to my website at, www.missjovialshop.com. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe to my channel, and, make a comment below. How do you like your video? How do you like this video? And hit that notification button below so you'll know whenever I have a new video that you'll be the first to see it. My allergies are acting up. Oh, God, the allergies in Tennessee are crazy. Woo! Okay, guys, have a good day. Bye.